died in a mining accident, and there's 10 men, and those guys at Silverton, Colorado, they just put them in the ground. You hardly have a stone. Yeah, they had to bury them all fast, and they just put them in a row, and nobody was there to pay for them or to do anything, and then they just get buried. That was in the more of the pauper type cemetery. But the part where you have stone and you have money for a monument, then you're in the right one. Your family thing.
So I'll tell you more about Pennsylvania. We lived on the 80, and then there was a lot of woods there, and you had deer hunting there. And so at the at the school, she says, "Okay, it's deer hunting season, and we better stick real close to school or inside." And the hunters were out there, and I think they were using, I don't know, I think it was shotgun slugs, so it wouldn't travel so terribly far.
Yeah.
But
whatever they had at the time.
Yeah, this would be in the
black powder rifles.
No, they were. I don't think any of that, but it would be in the late 30s, early 40s, say 1940s. And then they all had orange vests on then, so we knew it. And they loved to hunt deer, and there were deer there. And then there was a big woods on the farm, and there was a clearing in the woods, trail up to it, and then an empty space. The other trees were old growth and everything, obviously. And then that was cleared in there, and then Dad had been told that was the early thing of Danny Boone.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That kind of stuck in my head.
Was it Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
Oh, then that could have been.
Yeah. And then we were there on a trip with Jim, and then we went to an old church. We saw it, and we went to an old church, and there's, gravestones back into the 1850s and stuff. And older than that, there would be pieces of field stone, which was kind of reddish, like that. And there would be a chunk about that high and that thick. That stone must have chipped out rather flat. And there'd be one like that here, and then one like that down here. And it wasn't a mark on it. And then I asked that one Strauss boy, what is that? What are those stones? Well, he said they're old, and that was before the stonemasons came to America, the guys that had the tools and the know-how to chip in dates and names. He said that's really old. That church had been remodeled in 1850, so, but it was still used, and there was a fresh grave in the cemetery. They don't pass it.
See, in Holland, a certain length of time, and then they took up those graves, and then they buried others.
Use them over again.
Yeah.
Or bury on top. That's cool.
But because they didn't have the room,
Yeah.
go years and years.
When we left there, Dad took us on a trip because our farm had been sold. People from Yonkers, New York, bought it, and Yonkers was like Oswego. Very, very
It was
money, folding money, and then they would buy a country estate. And I described that house. Come on! And then up the street, that house made out of gray field stone. Talking about country estates, there was a pair of them there, and ours went to a man from Yonkers, and then he said, "Well, we're going to go to New York City." And Dad was used to Patterson as a kid, city, but nothing. And so we went up the Empire State Building, and we saw the skating rink and the RCA building or something. skating rink.
That's the Rockefeller Center
Rockefeller Center.
with the big gold thing.
Yeah. And then we went someplace, and there was a bunch of little square glass fronts, and it had, you know, a piece of pie in there, or a sandwich, or something like that, and that was instant food. You went there and put in a nickel or a dime, the door would open, and take that out.
Those lunch places
Yeah,
where they
I don't
serve
know what the name of it was.
They have a name for those. Yeah.
And then,
Automat or something.
Yeah.
All that.
and the other thing I remember, you know, we were dairymen later on, and then, you know, you knew about California dairies, and we thought we had everything about as hot as it could get. Well, we went to Jersey, and there was a dairy farm there that Dad must have known about. And it was a huge carousel, as in big. And the cow stepped on. And the bucket of feed came there, and the milking machine went on, and whatever else. And then, in the time that it took for this carousel to go around, the cow was milked out, stripped one hand a little bit, she stepped off, next one on. It never quit. And I thought, no.
That's the way
Good.
you want cows. Huh?
There's
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
like, now we talk about.
Still think you get 6 times big.
Now you put them in there in
Yeah.
banks on milking parlors, you know, 6 on the side, 12 on
Yeah.
the side. And it always stop and start, and that thing was just,
continuous.
I don't know, I think it could run 22 hours a day. And the cows probably loved it, you know, everything was suitable and in order and fed and milked and
Decent.
caressed and
Decent
cleaned
good order.
and whatever. And then we stepped off. Couldn't get much better. That was 1940. And another thing was, on the way out, I saw a helicopter, Sikorsky helicopter.
What time?
Sikorsky, which is just like the Wright brothers. He invented that helicopter, and it was a funny looking contraption. And it sat there in front of a big machine shed, you know, the factory maybe. We were maybe in Jersey, maybe we were in Pennsylvania. I remember that.
No, that's what Sikorsky did.
Yeah.
They mentioned that in Oshkosh.
And the idea of a prop like this and a prop back there and it keeps you in the air.
And you fly low and you
Yeah. The guy was thinking out there quite a bit ahead.
Pause.
Oh,